Hey there folks, Anthony Taylor here. I'm the managing partner at SME Strategy, and today I want to talk to you about strategy and implementation, why you need both, and the difference that we've seen with organizations that plan ahead to have their implementation. So as you can imagine, if you're getting ready to do some sort of strategic planning session, whether you're using a facilitator externally or facilitating it yourself, getting that strategy created, whether it be over a 2-day offsite or if you're doing it over a week, over a couple of months, is only a small proportion of the overall strategic planning process. And really the rest of that 3, 4, 5, 10-year vision is going to be included in implementation. So whenever you're scoping out, whenever you're preparing, whenever you're getting your team organized to do a strategic plan or lead a planning process for transformation or alignment, that you really want to make sure that you include both. So let's get into the difference between each. Strategy, what is it? It is the act of choosing a common vision of success. The strategy is getting aligned, making sure everybody is on the same page in terms of what success is. It is choosing what to prioritize and what not to prioritize, or it's choosing about what you will do and won't do. Strategy is choices. And so going through the process of explicitly picking what you're going to work on is going to help you focus. It's going to help you move forward towards that vision. And it's really those key questions that you need to make time to step back and think about. And it's really helpful to do offsite because it fundamentally requires an honest look at where you are, where you want to go, and what's going to get in the way. It's working on the business versus in the business. So it's distinct from the operational work. It's the strategic work. Now you need that operational work to move it forward. So you need to be able to account for the implementation. So taking a plan from vision or on a paper and making it real, including the roles and responsibilities, who's going to do what and by when. And it also should include a way to track and measure success. Now, one of the things you really want to include as part of your implementation plan is communication and follow-up. That's like the number one thing. If you want to have a successful strategic plan implementation, you need to consider alignment, you need to consider communication, and you need to consider roles, responsibilities, and accountability. But communication, setting up that communication plan on the front end is going to be critical to moving it forward. But ultimately, what you really need is to consider both as part of your process. So when you're talking to your team, you're talking to your leadership, you're talking to your board, you need to pre-plan for both. If you don't have both, your strategy is going to be forgotten. You're going to spend a bunch of time, money, energy on a thing, and then you're going to get frustrated that you didn't move forward on it. If you don't have both strategy and implementation, your team will forget about the plan. The tornado of urgent work is going to come up and you're going to forget about your strategy until a year later. Then you're going to waste time, as I had mentioned. And then if you don't have strategy and implementation, you're not going to know if your plan was successful. You're not going to be able to adapt it successfully. So as you move forward with your planning process, always think about the time, money, energy you spend in crafting the strategy, and then the time, money, energy, and proportion of time you spend to implement it, okay? So strategy is the plan, the act of choosing. Implementation turns the plan into reality. It's probably about 10% for strategy, 90% for implementation. They're equally critical. You need both. So if you are looking to move forward on an alignment process, an implementation process, or a transformation process, be sure to reach out to us for a no obligation consultation. Happy to walk you through our process to see if it's aligned with you and to see if you are great partners to work with us and we can help make your vision a reality. So be sure to reach out, be happy to support you and share all the things that we've learned in making strategic plans a success. Because really, if you have that vision of success, you don't want to leave it on the table, okay? So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you think. And thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you in our next video.